Fred here, welcome to the Gear Obsession channel, and what I have here for you today is the Movkin Disquiser 150 watt. Movkin did send me this for review, full disclosure there. They do sell these directly off their website, but they sort of sell them in bulk through AliExpress. Now, if you're interested in buying a single one, I found that Fastech had them for about $55 with free shipping. We all know how long Fastech can take and all the issues with shipment, but that's some of the first searches that came up, so I went ahead and put those links below. They have the black and white available. This does come in red, white, blue, and black. Now, because Movkin sent this to me, I do want to, full disclosure there, will not affect my review. I always give you the good and bad, right? This is a truly innovative mod. It has quite a few tricks up its sleeve. I mean, it has the normal 150 watt capability, because it is large, so these large guys do tend to have a lot of wattage. It does that through the use of two 18650 batteries that you load in the bottom, one up, one down. Make sure you use safe batteries capable of handling like 30 amps at least in there. But it does temperature control, and it can handle all the different temperature control types of coils like nickel, titanium, stainless steel, and ceramic, tungsten, all those good things. But what makes this special is no tank there, right? You don't see a tank because it is disguising it. It is hiding it right here in this compartment. And they did send me this tank here also to the review. It did not come with the unit, just to let you know. This particular tank is their JC25 RTA. So you do rebuild it. It has a Velocity style building deck inside there. And it has a couple of tricks up its sleeve too, and I'll show you that here shortly. But you can see how that just sort of goes in there. This can take any tank that is under 25 millimeter diameter. So 25 and less, not a millimeter more, or it will not close. It will do that little rock thing. A little bit of play there, just a little bit, but when you're holding it, you don't really notice it at all. Holds really good via some nice magnets there. So holds on really, really good. Now, how does the air get up from the tank through the top? Well, it has this fancy, I got it in tight, Delrin extendable drip tip. And I dropped it. Has one O-ring right there, and you can see how you could just screw it up, screw it down, screw it up, screw it down. So it can handle some tanks, but those really small tanks it's not going to be able to handle, but large tanks, medium to large tanks, it will. So kind of neat there. Now, what if you have a tank that's so small that this tip can't reach down? Well, you could use your own big tip, or they give you this extender right here. So what you could do, and I'll go ahead and show you this real quick, is I'll go ahead and take out their tank, which, by the way, it's a standard 510 socket down there. Once I get this out, screw, 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 screw. Taking forever to screw. Does take a while to get these out. Alright, there we go. And what you could do is you could drop in this extension like so, and then you could go ahead and put whatever you want up on the top. Now, while I have the tank out real quick, I just want to show you what it sort of came with. It came with an extra glass. By the way, this holds 6 milliliters. It holds a lot. And here's the normal drip tip that goes in there. I don't want to put that in there. And you can also see it has a Allen key for the grub nuts, and it came with extra grub nuts and all kinds of stuff in there. But really cool tank. And I didn't even show you the really cool feature about this tank. I mean, you have variable juice flow control, you have your airflow control. But here's the really cool thing. It's top fill, really easy. You just sort of screw the top, and you see what it's doing? It's just sort of raising up. Has these like big threads right in there, and once you fill it up, I mean, you could unscrew it all the way off if you want. I'll go ahead and do that just so you can see. So it just comes right off, and you can put that in there, or you can just sort of feed it in there. But really easy to fill and empty. Really cool. Now, while I have this out, they also sent me this kit, which I'm really not going to get into too much. But if you're the type of person that likes to squonk, because you have a squonk type of rebuildable RDA, that's what I'm trying to say. Let's say you have one of these squawking type RDAs, which they also sent me, which I don't want to make this into a huge review because I've already got sidetracked twice, and now I can't even open this. But let's say you have a squawking RDA, which, by the way, they also have a velocity style build deck on there. You could go ahead and, by the way, see that hole right there? That's so the juice could get into the bottom. But what you could do is you could put this on top here, and then in the middle, all in here, you basically replace the outside with this guy like this, so you could squonk, and then they have the little squeezy tank things and this whole insert that goes in there. This makes the electricity go from here to here, and then the juice gets fed up through the hole into your squawking type of RDA. So really cool setup. What this enables you to do, besides having a lot of stuff here, is one unit is doing everything, which is pretty cool. Now I'm going to go ahead and put my tank back in here, and we'll go through some of the controls on the actual disguiser itself, which is what this video is primarily about. By the way, all the dimensions and weights are in the description box below. So what you see here is your fire button up here, and then your up and down buttons right here. You have a 0.91 inch OLED screen display, very, very bright. You can see, though, how that cuts off when you start looking at it at an angle. Just so you know, you got your battery, you have your watts, you have your ohms, all that information, voltage, all in there clearly displayed. To change modes, you just click 3 times, and you can see how that's blinking there. See, it says nickel. Okay, hit 1, 2, 3 again. Now it says titanium, 3 again. Now it says stainless steel. Hit it again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I must have hit it like 5 times. So 5 times, basically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. 5 times turns it on and off. So let me do 3 again, because now we're in stainless steel temperature. Now we're in CC. There we go. Now we're back in variable wattage mode. So you have all those different modes. You sequence through them by just hitting that fire button 3 times. Now if I hit the fire button and the down button at the same time, what it lets you do is it goes, right now it says normal mode, you can put it in the stealth mode where it just stays black there. Hitting the up button and the fire button will switch it so you can look at it left or right. So very easy operating system. Other things, it could go from 5 watts to 150 watts. Input voltage is from 6.6 to 8.4 volts. In variable wattage mode, you could go down to 0.1 ohm and up to 3 ohms when you're in temperature mode, variable temperature mode, or whatever. It goes from 0.05 to 2 ohms. So really good range. Should be able to handle everything that you can throw at it. By the way, I know I already stated it uses 2 18650 batteries, not included. Again, that tank's not included. You got to buy those separate. You could use your own tank again. If it is at 25mm or below, not a gnat's hair larger, trust me. Lots of protections built in, short circuit protection, no atomizer warning, clearly says just no atomizer, over temp protection, low power protection, over current protection, temperature protection, over temp protection, all those things are built in. You have your venting holes right here in case you have a catastrophic battery failure. Again, the bottom. Some of the early models had a problem where the door sort of rattled. Mine does not. I mean, the ever so slightly, but it's spring loaded in there, so it's doing, there's no problem. This is what I'm trying to say. But really, really slick. But it's definitely a handful. So if you want to impress your friends with a huge mod, this is it. It's glossy, so it does have some fingerprints. I'm willing to bet the black one is a real fingerprint magnet, but I like this red a lot. It's sort of like Ferrari red. Now the tank they sent me didn't have anything built on that Velocity style deck, so I sort of took some 26 gauge Canthol and put me together these very simple 10 wraps, 26 gauge dual coil is what I did on that deck. So very simple. My eyes are so bad. It's a little tough because those grub nuts are very small, and when you get my age, it's harder and harder to mess around with things like that. So I tend not to build much anymore. I like the pre-built stuff, but again, you could use pre-built stuff. Like I said, anything 25mm or less. Or if it's too short, put it on top with that extension that does come with it. So right now it is at 0.65 ohm, and all it is 45 watts. 45 watts. So voltage is equating to looks like around 5 volts, somewhere around there. But check this out. It's amazing with simple coils, nothing fancy. And my airflow is almost entirely cut off because that draw was very hard. So let me go ahead and adjust the juice control fully open, airflow fully open. I'll tell you what, while it was closed, a flavor monster. By the way, the juice that I'm vaping today, Halo sent me some juice to test out. And this is Black Calico, which is one of my favorite Halo juices. This is their high VG stuff. It's amazing. It's amazing. It tastes like pipe tobacco. It's really, really good. And they're all about being FDA compliant with all those stupid regulations. Anyway, wide open, 45 watts, not even near the capability. Let's check this out. I'm going to back up so you can really see this. That is incredible. Let me, I apologize, but I'm going to blow it at you a little bit. Okay, I'm going to turn it around this way. I'm going to wait for you to come back in view. This is amazing. This is amazing. One con, if I came up with one standout con for this whole thing, is that it does go to sleep after a while. You let it sit there like a couple of minutes or whatever. I never really timed it. When you hit that button the first time, so like you pick it up and you go to draw, it doesn't work because it's waking up. So you gotta wait for it to wake up. It's a couple of seconds, and then you hit the button and it works. So that was a little irritating. So just putting that out there so you know. The buttons, really nice buttons, perfect amount of pressure. It might be a little heavy for some, but it's a teeny bit on the heavy side, but nice clicky buttons, really good. No rattle. I mean, there's a lot going on here. No rattle whatsoever. So it feels solid, and it's a handful, and it's amazing that it's only $55 and you could do anything with it. anything. So one more vape and we'll go ahead and get this video in the can and up on YouTube. What a great vape. So if you're interested in any of these products, I went ahead and first link in the description box below is right to Movkin, so you can go ahead and read about all these things that I covered that they sent me. The tank is pretty good. There is a teeny bit of leakage, but what bottom airflow tank doesn't eventually leak a little bit? I have not found one that ultimately, you know, if you just sort of let it sit for a while and not use it, they just seem to just leak a teeny bit. It could also be the way that I build. The only ones that I've never had leak, and I'm sure your experienced vapors know this, are the ones that have the top airflow. So you have the top juice, top airflow, then they don't leak unless you turn that thing upside down or do something weird like that. So I think I've been upfront with everything. Again, just because they sent me these products doesn't mean that, oh, it's great because you sent it to me for free. I am not that channel. I'm also not all about the glitz and glamour and, you know, the fast cuts and Mr. Personality. That's not me. I'm just an ordinary old guy with what people say is an awesome beard. But I love vaping, and it you know, for people trying to quit smoking, it's really a pity what the FDA is doing to the community and doing to the industry, because it is a safer alternative. All these things that they keep on coming out with saying, oh, it's bad, and popcorn lung and all this stuff, never really come to fruition because it's a lie. Some scientist somewhere is looking to get their paper published, so they over dramatics or whatever, say, oh, popcorn lung is going to kill you. All you got to do is vape it once and you're going to taste popcorn and die. No. I've been vaping for years. I'm still here. So definitely a safer alternative, a lot less poisons and stuff than a cigarette. But the cigarette industry is trying to put the vaping industry out of business, so don't forget to fight for your rights. You know, they're trying to take your rights every which way you look. I think the Democrat debate is on. They got a whole day dedicated to anti-gun crap. Sucks. And they seem not to like vaping either, so maybe the vaping community needs to look at the gun community a little bit and see what they're doing right. Also, gay community, they sort of know how to get their voices heard too, so maybe they need to look at that and get a couple of tips, because they know how to get politicians' attention. One more vape and then we'll close it up. Okay, well, thank you very much for joining me here at Your Obsession channel. I really do appreciate every friend, viewer, subscriber, and especially you. And I hope you have a great day. Take care.